Yeah, came back from a somewhat tough trip down in the desert. Thought actually played uh, pretty well, competed well both games, and obviously weren't able to play yesterday because of COVID protocol. But might have to make up that game next Monday. Uh, Going in the conference tournament, but kind of need to get rejuvenated, rested up, and prepared for postseason.
Jamie Vinnick, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Are you able to kind of talk about what happened yesterday, or is that kind of a Pat Chun type thing?
Yeah, it's a Pat Chun. It's kind of the normal protocol, and somewhat hard to prevent those things, and they pop up, and they're just we've done a great job. Or I want to give a shout out to Dr. Henry, who's been really. I think we played a lot of games. I think other programs might have had to. The contact tracing was on point. We really isolated guys right away. So she's done a great job on that, and it's happened, and it's really nerve wracking when you're preparing for the games, and then your guys get the anxiety that comes with like not knowing there for a little bit, and shakes you a little bit. And that's been the only thing that's been kind of jarring to us this year. It's happened 2 or 3 times.
How do you get guys back when they're in that situation when you're on the road?
You mean back like mentally focused on that?
No, like the actual travel.
Oh, it's Pat Chun. Just refer everything to Pat Chun.
Fair enough.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you keep the guys in a basketball question now? How do you keep the guys focused kind of in an off week before the conference tournament?
It's challenging. We wanted to, because of protocol took us out, we had an option to play an exhibition just so you stay sharp, because we had such a long break because they moved the Washington game up. We were hoping to scrimmage someone Friday and then, head down Monday. It would have been a nice way to break it up. But now it's tricky. And we'll probably we'll take today off, and we'll take 3 days off before we go down there, kind of almost every other day. And some guys got to get caught up academically. We're getting buried there a little bit, and it's kind of not, it's such a young team that's not that far-fetched, and that'll help just some of the anxiety too. I know some of them are swamped there, and obviously we need to nurse some injuries and do some rehab and get squared away. So I think we got trusty old Coach Shaw has won a few of these things, and he kind of has a good game plan, kind of our sensei going into this thing.
This again might be a Pat Chun question. Is there any concern about being able to play next week, or do you guys think you'll be ready to go?
I'll be honest. I think we'll be fine unless we get something moving forward happens from here forward. I think it works out fine.
And then lastly, I'm sure you expected this question from me. Do you expect to have Isaac when you guys play next?
I do think so. But the ankles have been tricky for him, obviously, and I think there should be. I think that's kind of what he's pointing towards too. So hopefully he gets. He's going to need to practice. If he doesn't practice, then it's going to be tough to play him. So I think he's planning on doing it and getting in there. Just too much rust accumulated. Would have to spot him minutes. But I think he's going to be able to get in there and hopefully just it doesn't re-aggravate it and gets it strengthened and ready to roll.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right.
Any other questions? Ryan Root, you got anything? Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, with kind of this break between now and the conference tournament, whether you do play ASU or not next week, have you already been kind of looking to see who this team might face in the first round and kind of done some preliminary scouting in that regard?
Well, I got my staff is nuts. They're all over it. I think it looks like Utah or ASU, I think is what it looks like. So it'd be kind of fun to play ASU Monday and then tee it up with them Wednesday or whatever. So they're on top of it, and I don't know how it's going to shake out as you move forward, but we'll just concentrate on one game, and hopefully we'll it was fun last year. We played well, so hopefully we can get the same type of prep.
And with all the freshman humps seeming to kind of pass lately, with Andre, having a near triple double a few games ago, and Deshaun and Efe kind of finding their footing, does it now feel like it's kind of time to tackle the conference tournament head on and, see if this team can make a deep playoff run?
Yeah, the tricky thing is we just haven't been able to keep the same guys healthy. We just haven't had. I thought we settled in when Ryan and Rodman got back in there, and we were pretty settled in. We had about 8 guys, and then Ryan hurts his knee. Isaac has his injury, and it's given some guys like TJ Bamba a great opportunity to really compete. And I think he's really broken through. Where he got long enough minutes, and he's a good competitor, and all his qualities that we really like about him, his attitude, his work ethic, and just he's not afraid out there and willing to compete. So we added another freshman that's got a fair number of minutes, maybe even crossed that 250-minute threshold. I think he probably has. Ben's looking right now. So it gives you 4 of them that played a good chunk of minutes. And I think more like sophomores when you do that, so you're more ready. But the continuity of having your kind of knowing your top 7, top 8 this time of year, you'd like it to be.
He's at 314.
Yeah. So I think and Ben just told me that TJ's played 314 minutes, and that's a good number. Like 250 is, I think that's a good sample size for guys to really grow and improve from. But getting 314 is pretty good.
And judging that yesterday's game was canceled and now with a potential matchup next week, do you almost kind of look at that as an opportunity to prepare a little bit more to kind of, hit ASU back with a win this time?
Yeah, I think so. But more just kind of, it'll be tough I think getting a game in before the tournament might help. I think that's a long stretch to go Saturday till Wednesday. That's like a 10, 11-day layoff, whatever that is. So I don't know if it'll affect seeding or affect whatever it is, but it'll just be whatever. It's a good game. I like to compete. I like to have games, and I get disappointed when we don't get a chance to get out there. And because this group's been pretty fun, just watching these young guys grow up. And they did a great job. Noah fouled out Saturday, and so we had a group out there who's kind of inexperienced, and not that Noah's only sophomore, so not that he's a savvy veteran, but a guy like TJ had a big putback and made big threes, and I was proud of those guys.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Anything else before we go? Jamie, go ahead.
Coach, sorry, I missed this at the start. Is the plan to try and play ASU on Monday before the tournament?
It's up to the Pac-12, I think. I mean, I think it's fine with
It's going to
us.
depend on if they need it.
Yeah, I don't know the details, but I think I would imagine if they need the game, if they have another cancellation, I don't know. But we need to prepare. We got to get down to Vegas if it's going to happen Monday. So an extra night in Vegas. So I'm going to talk to my boss right now about getting that extra night in Vegas. Get down there early. Not that anything would happen down there, but it's no. I think it'll be fun. Either way, we're ready.